return now to our top story, the devastating overnight strikes in Kyiv. And joining me from Ukraine is Mariia Ionova, MP from the European Solidarity faction. Good evening, ma'am. We've sat here before speaking in the wake of a brutal Russian attack. Now another one. Take us to Ukraine. How did the night play out for you?
For us, not good evening. And of course, we thank you to raise this important topic. But what can I tell when we have 18 already killed people, including 4 children, and more than 45 hardly wounded? So we really appreciate all the words of support, but we really need to help Ukraine by military support and by the sanction policy, which has to be increased. That is why, as also 1 week ago, I visited Zaporizhia and Donetsk region, is really complicated. And if we are talking about today's strikes, it's the second most biggest strike on civilian infrastructure. And as you know, the damages was the office of EU representative office and also the British Council. So it's international organizations whose premises have been damaged. So that is why it's our common war against Putin, and Putin has showed that he doesn't care about any diplomatic negotiations. He's just he's killing, absolutely brutal killing of children, civilian people. And he doesn't care because he's not punished. He's not enough sanctions. His military machine is full of human resources and finance to finance also his military industry. It's a pity for me to say that we really would like to be together with our partners, more involved in this brutal war, because this war is not a conflict. This war is on European continent, and Putin was, and he is, as usually he repeats, he's clear. He would like to restore the borders of 1997. It means that he would like to divide NATO countries, and he would like to also see the eastern part of Europe in his hands. And yes, now we are on his way. Ukrainians. That is why, to use this opportunity, we appreciate the words of support and the words of concern. But we really need actions, because it's about human lives, and it's really very complicated situation on the front line, and it's really about our future together. That is why we kindly ask to be more active, to be more proactive, to be probably some things we cannot see. And of course, I also realize that a lot of things shouldn't be public. But as I have mentioned, I'm visiting frontline almost every 2 months. And I can say that our soldiers, who are not professional soldiers, who are volunteers, and who are mobilized people, they need to have something in their arms. They're calculating the shells, the shellings, they're calculating, the bullets, they're calculating the problem with the drones. So that is why we kindly ask to continue support Ukraine by weapons, as only this language Putin understands. And also about today's strikes, we need long-distance missiles. We're really looking forward to get long-distance missiles just to damage, to crush the military goals on Russia Federation, not to make them to fly, and also to produce all this all these huge missiles which are killing our people and children. That is why it's about justice in all the world. That is why we have to stop him altogether. And all the peaceful negotiations, it's illusion. He doesn't need them. It's like for him, it's a weakness, all these diplomatic things. Of course, he is making like lullaby for Americans and for Europeans. And at the same time, he's attacking by missiles and he's moving more deep into Ukrainian territory. That is why it's up also to Europeans if they would like to have Russians on their territory, or we can stop them together in Ukraine.
You mentioned the illusion, if you like, of peace talks. What is your message then to Donald Trump? He appears to be giving Mr. Putin a long list of second chances, threatening economic sanctions, then pushing the deadline out, aiming for direct talks, then allowing the deadline to be pushed out again. If President Trump was sitting here with me right now, after the night you've just experienced, what do you want to tell him?
First of all, after today's strikes, of course, we are waiting for reaction of President Trump because he is the main initiator of peace negotiations, and Ukraine has already announced that we are ready, but not on the price of Ukraine. But if President Trump was in your studio, I just want to say that America shouldn't lose their leadership, and USA shouldn't lose themselves. It's will be the biggest lost, and also it's in interest of America to win, and it's in interest of America to have brave people and well-trained people, well-protected people in Europe. It's in interest of Ukraine to have Ukrainian nation, democratic European and pro-NATO nation in the central of Europe. It's an interest of America to return the international law and democracy. And it's an interest of America to have Ukraine on board because we are reliable partners. Russians are not. They are lying all the time. And that is why it's an interest of Donald Trump to turn his words into actions. We are really looking forward to see actions.
Mariia Ionova, Ukrainian MP from the European Solidarity faction. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Before we go tonight, we want to return to our breaking story. An F-16 jet has gone down ahead of this weekend's Radom Air Show in Poland. The pilot of the aircraft has now been confirmed dead. Our newsroom has obtained footage of the crash, which you can see on your screens as I speak, which shows the plane rapidly losing altitude. And we'll keep you updated with the very latest right here on TVP World. But that is all for World News tonight. Do stay with us. I'm Aaron Darman. Good night.